Hi, my name is Goldman. I'm an attorney with Goldman and Associates. And today I'd like to talk to you about the role of CPS, Child Protective Services, as it relates to divorces and custody cases. You know, CPS is very much a two-edged sword. If you talk to different attorneys, they're going to give you different opinions about CPS and the involvement of CPS in their cases. Now, of course, Child Protective Services and the setup of CPS is designed for a very admirable purpose, obviously to create a situation where children are free from neglect and abuse. And they monitor that, and that's what the CPS is for. So nobody's going to say that that's a bad thing. The problem that you have deals with the interface between CPS and your custody or divorce case. There are a lot of attorneys who will say that they hate CPS. Because what happens in CPS cases is now you've got, let's say, two parties and their lawyers dealing with one judge, and when CPS is involved, all of a sudden there's a CPS representative and a lawyer involved in that case, which means all coordination is going to be done not with two sets of people, but now we got a third person involved. If you're waiting on a hearing and CPS is involved and they're not there yet, you're sitting there waiting. Meanwhile, people are paying their attorneys by the hour to sit there and wait on this other person who nobody's paying, who represents sort of, the amorphous third party, that being the child, but again, slowing up proceedings potentially. A lot of times the court will require routine reviews in a CPS case. Every 90 days, the court will bring everybody back there. So what ends up happening with those cases is a lot of times they have a longer lifespan than a regular case, which might be shut down and ended and settled quicker as the court continues to accommodate CPS. Now, you might say, well, who needs it then? What good is it? That we have a judge? The judge can determine custody. The judge can determine what should happen. That's what he's there for. Why do we need CPS? Well, I'll tell you the flip side of this. If you're going to come into court and you're going to say, I need to get custody because my child is being neglected or abused by the other person, the first sentence out of that judge's mouth is going to be, did you call CPS? Because there's some sort of presumption in the law that people are going to utilize those governmental agencies that are available for utilization. So the court is going to say, hey, if you're going to make an abuse case or a neglect case out of this, we expect CPS to get involved. They're the professionals in that regard. So it's sort of a necessary evil. If you're going to go down the road of trying to gain custody because the other parent is abusing or neglecting the child, you're pretty much going to be faced with the court wanting to have CPS weigh in on that. So therefore, they're going to be part of that case. There's an unusual dynamic that occurs when that happens. Obviously, there are a lot of moving parts to a case like that. If you have questions about it, reach out. We'll be glad to help you out. If you have found this helpful, please like, comment, and share.